I'm Dr. Radford Baines of the Information Service.
Johnny, are scientists, are they always right? Are scientists always right, Johnny? Well, let me make this perfectly clear, Johnny. Scientists are always right until something comes along to prove them wrong. Well, they seem to bloody think they are. Yeah, prove them wrong. Now, let's take, for instance, this new James Webb telescope. A new whiz-bang telescope they sent out there, way out into space. It's not just circling around close, Johnny, it's way out there. It's taking shots of the universe, the ancient universe, which is causing some scientists to scratch their head and not know what the hell is going on.
You're nowhere near as close to as smart as we think we are. And oh boy, does this next one do exactly that. You know that golden telescope we humans built? It's taking some mind-blowing pictures of space right now. Well, it turns out it's so powerful, it might have just shattered our understanding of the universe.
Holy shit!
Older than we think. Hey, Professor, I'm thinking of some of my favorites, the God equation, physics of the future, future of humanity. Most of them say the universe is about 13 billion years old. What if it's not?
Well, that's the problem. The James Webb Space Telescope is upsetting the apple cart. All of a sudden, we realize that we may have to rewrite all the textbooks about the beginning of the universe. Now, it takes many billions of years to create a galaxy, like the Milky Way galaxy, with 100 billion stars, many billions of years old. But the James Webb Telescope has identified 6 galaxies that exist 500 million years after the Big Bang, that are up to 10 times bigger than the Milky Way galaxy. That shouldn't happen. There should not be primordial galaxies that are bigger than the Milky Way galaxy that are only 500 million years old.
Johnny, they're taking these shots of these galaxies where the light has taken so long to get to the telescope. Yeah. And all of a sudden, here's these formed galaxies swirling around back there that they reckon there was not enough time to make them bloody possible. Jesus, are you bloody kidding me? Yeah, it takes a fair amount of time, apparently, for a galaxy and all the planets and everything to just evolve. And these bloody galaxies are just fucking sitting there.
When you're looking at these things, they're supposed to be from the beginning of time as we know it, and they're not supposed to be all that well formed. Well, guess what? These are looking a lot bigger and a lot more developed than we thought.
So what happens, Johnny, is when these scientists are baffled, they tend to make up things that fit what they're seeing.
That shouldn't happen. There should not be primordial galaxies that are bigger than the Milky Way galaxy that are only 500 million years old. Something is wrong.
But Johnny, are you saying scientists, if they don't know the bloody answer, they just make something up? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, like the dark matter bloody debacle. Oh, dark matter, you're always on about dark matter, for Christ's sake. They reckon that the universe is supposed to weigh a certain amount. How they work that out, Christ only knows. But they reckon the universe is supposed to weigh a certain amount. And they found that the universe actually weighed a hell of a lot more than they calculated. So they come up and said, by Jesus, we don't know what's causing that. Perhaps there's this mysterious substance out there that we can't see, feel, sniff or touch or anything. Perhaps it's out there just sitting there and makes the universe heavier than it actually is. Now, is that the biggest lot of fucking bullshit you ever heard, Johnny?
May the Christian Lord guide my hand!
They're just making something up to fit their bloody theories. To me, if you've got something you can't touch, feel, sniff, or touch or feel, then it's not there. You can't see it, touch it, sniff it, feel it. Well, is it really there? So the scientists come along and say, well, that doesn't fit our bloody model, so there must be something. We'll just have to make something up that fits it. So in actual fact, Johnny, scientists don't bloody know what's going on.
Now, I personally think that the solution to the problem is these are not baby galaxies at all. They're actually monstrous black holes.
They just make everything they find that they can't explain. There must be a black hole there. Everything's just a black hole. Well, there must be a black hole out there causing this disturbance. Yeah, a black hole. I mean, you've got to do better than that, surely, Johnny. I think we've got to get back onto conspiracy theories and the World Economic Forum and all that sort of shit, Johnny. And we won't even get into why the scientific community is spending billions looking at fucking ancient stars when there's people around here with no bloody roof over their head and not enough to eat. We won't even mention that. Has there been other instances where science is bloody proven wrong after technology has been shown to bloody... But what about the last 3 years? There was a lot of science bloody thrown around there.
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney.